Hello children, I hope you are keeping safe and doing great. Today we will be studying about India, our beautiful country. So all of you open your book, page number 238. India is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. It has many landforms. As we know, our motherland India is a very big and beautiful country. The land surface of our country is not the same everywhere. It has many landforms. Landforms means the natural features such as hills, mountains, plains and deserts. Once again, landforms means the natural features such as hills, mountains, plains and deserts. Some places have mountains while others have flat land. Some places of land is made up of rocks and other places it is covered with sand. Let us study about the first topic, hills and mountains. A very high land with a round top is called a hill. The Vindhya ranges in central India and the Nilgiri hills in South India are examples of hills. High land with a top ground is called a hill. The Vindhya ranges in central India and the Nilgiri hills in South India are the examples of hills. Very high hills with a sharp tops are called mountains. Students, this is the picture of the Mount Everest. Mount Everest is on the Nepal-China border. Mount Everest is the highest peak in the Himalayan mountain ranges and the highest peak in the world. Many rivers originate in these mountains such as Ganga, Yamuna, Satluj and Brahmaputra, and these rivers are flow down to the plains. Understood all of you? Okay, now you can see the video of hills and mountains.
Our beautiful country. This is our country, India. It is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. India has a variety of landforms: mountains, plains, plateaus, deserts, and islands are the major landforms of India. A high land with a round top is called a hill. The Vindhya ranges, Satpura ranges, and the Nilgiri hills are examples of hills. Did you know the Nilgiri hills are an important tourist destination too? Very high hills with sharp peaks are called mountains. The Himalayan mountain ranges are an important example of mountains and lie in the north. Mountain regions have a cold climate throughout the year. There are many peaks in the mountains. Mount Everest on the Nepal-China border is the highest peak in the Himalayan mountains and also in the world. Did you know many people have tried to climb the Everest? Many of them have succeeded. The very first people to climb the Everest were Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. The peaks of the mountains remain covered with snow. This snow melts and forms rivers. Ganga, Yamuna, Satluj and Brahmaputra originate in these mountains and flow down to the plains.
Children, you have seen the video and understood all of you? Okay, now take page number 240. The next topic is plains. Flat and level land is called a plain. To the south of the Himalayas, lie the Great Plains of India. Plains means flat and level land. The Great Plains of India lie to the south of the Himalayas. The rivers Ganga and Yamuna flow through these plains. These rivers make the land fertile. Fertile means the land on which plants grow well. Once again, fertile means ऐसी उपजाऊ जमीन जहाँ पेड़ पौधे की उपज अच्छी हो. These rivers make the land fertile and therefore this area becomes perfect for growing crops. The plains along the eastern and the western coast of India are thin strips of flat land. They meet in the south at a place called Kanyakumari. The Narmada, Tapi, Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna and Kaveri are the rivers that flow through these plains and fall into the sea. Understood these topics? Okay, now look at the video of the plains.
Plains are flat and level lands. The south of the Himalayas lie the Great Plains of India. Rivers such as Ganga and Yamuna flow through these plains and make the land green and fertile. Many crops are thus grown in the plains. Narrow strips of land along the eastern and western coasts of India are known as Eastern Coastal Plains and Western Coastal Plains. These plains meet at Kanyakumari. Rivers, namely Narmada, Tapi, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri flow through them.
Children, you have seen the video and understood all of you? Okay. Now for the homework, learn all the exercises of chapter 3. Thank you.